not heard about Houston Minority Supplier Development Council, this is HMSDC. Welcome to Choices with Jeanette. I'm Jeanette Harris, and thank you all so much for watching Choices with Jeanette. I'm here at the Omni Hotel with HMSDC. The gentleman you'll see with the beautiful white hair, that's Mr. Richard Hebner. We call him Dick Hebner. But he is a champion for small businesses and has been for over 20 years.
Hi, I'm Richard Hebner, President of the Houston Minority Supplier Development Council, organization of 169 major corporations and government agencies and over 800 certified minority-owned businesses who share a common mission to increase and expand business opportunities and business growth for minority-owned firms. You can see behind me that one of our events where our major corporations and minority businesses come together on a frequent basis to be able to build those relationships, to gain insight and information on upcoming opportunities and business trends, and to role model successes to each other so that we can better achieve our individual success. Our goal as a council is to put our minority businesses and our major corporations on pathways to success, which is our theme for 2015. So I encourage anybody that's interested, if a minority-owned business, to come out, get certified with us, become involved, build your network with major corporations, and ultimately grow your business. Last I'll say is just a reminder, Expo 2015 is coming up November 4th and 5th. It is the third largest event in the nation for minority businesses and major corporations. We'll have over 200 major corporations in booths, accessible for minority businesses to meet with, explore business opportunities, processes, to introduce their companies into those opportunities, and to learn from each other. So I encourage all of you to reserve the dates November 4th and 5th, George R. Brown Convention Center, for the Houston Minority Supplier Development Council's Expo 2015. Thank you.
Did you know each other? Did you? No. Jeanette is helping us with the promotion of Expo and so on. Fabulous lady, and she has a superb cameraman.
Oh, great. Well,
yes.
I just met her, so hopefully
oh, good. Congratulations on winning that award.
Thank you
very
much.
well deserved, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm here with
Jose Lara.
Mr. Jose Lara. How are you?
Oh, just fine, thank you.
Now, you just received a high esteem award among your peers. That is exciting.
Oh, it's very exciting. It's always hard work pays off, but it's something that you strive for, and it's very nice to get nominated by your peers and recognized.
What companies have you been working with?
We have several companies. We do a lot of work with electrical utility companies, so definitely here in town, CenterPoint Energy is one of our main suppliers, and we work with companies here in Texas, other utility companies as well, and out of state.
They gave you the award because?
Well, we were coming in for a relationship that we have with our client, CenterPoint Energy, as one of their top suppliers for the year. So it's something we work very hard. It's just perseverance and doing the hard work, and it pays off at the end, and you get nominated as being somebody that brings a good product to the table.
Now, they also gave you a compliment on you helping other small businesses.
Yes, well, as a small business, you kind of know all the heartaches that everybody goes through starting up a business, and we give back to the community in that way. We use the small business as well in our business to try to help them out and kind of grow to where we're at today, hopefully one day.
How did you get started?
Oh, this was a dream, I guess, just anybody. Many years ago, I decided to start something on my own. Been working in corporate America, and you kind of ask yourself, why not you? So I decided, took a plunge, and I did something, and so far so good. And it's a never-ending work in progress.
You just received some contracts. Are they big contracts?
Yes, big and small. We knock on doors, and there's some opportunities out there for some multi-million-dollar work that we're trying to get, but we're competing with everybody else. So not just because you're a small company, it's an automatic. You have to be able to compete with what I call the big boys.
How did it feel when you received your first over $1 million contract?
Well, of course, it's something that you plan for, you dream for, just like any other thing. but it's a lot of doors knocking on a lot of time and waiting for the opportunity to come. You just never know, you just got to be ready for it.
Your advice would be to small businesses?
Perseverance, never give up. It's hard work. There's a lot of stuff that you as an individual have to do, working the late nights, but your hard effort will pay off at the end.
Thank you so much. I wish you more success.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I'm here with Rod. Rod, how are you?
I'm doing well today, thank
You just received an award. Why?
you. For being Supplier of the Year for the Houston Minority Supplier Development Council.
What did you do that was great?
We work with EIH, which is National Car Rental, and services some of their facilities on a service contract.
So you gave out some good advice to MBEs. What would you say to someone out there who wants to be as successful as you?
Just to pursue your dreams and don't give it up. Make sure you pray and make sure you always remember who's on your team. And as I said in the meeting today, you can't build $1 million company with a $2 team. So make sure you know who's on your team.
But you know what? They also paid you a high compliment on you helping other small businesses.
Yes, I make sure that we continue to bless others as we're blessed, to reach out to other small businesses when we see opportunities that we can't do and push those opportunities to them.
Tell them exactly what your company does.
We have two folds. We are a business management consulting firm, and we also are a large custodial firm that do a lot of work for the federal government.
How many years you been in business?
20 years. We've been doing 20 years worth of facility interiors, installation, space planning, movement, changes, ads, installation.
So I've been in business 30 years. I've been in business longer than you, but I'm not as rich as you.
Well, yes, you are. Just look at what you do. You talk to the people.
That's absolutely right. So I'm rich. Anyway, now you just received an award here at the Ignite Luncheon with HMSDC.
Yes.
Tell me why.
Well, I was nominated by Enterprise Rent-A-Car, Enterprise Holding, Chuck Brown Group, and they nominated me for Supplier of the Year for Group 4. I had to think about that one. Anyway, that's with $50 million or more in sales, so which is what we do.
Did y'all hear that number? Can you say that number one more time?
More than $50 million a year.
That just sound like somebody said ice cream and cake. For over $50 million. You gave some good advice up here. What would be your advice to small businesses?
Dedicate yourself to what you want to do and be active. Have a right attitude. If you don't have the right attitude about it, believe in what you can do and communicate what you're going to do to people. And get the people that surround you to understand and be on your case, be with you. Be on the same page with you, knowing that you can be successful because you're on the way to success. You just have to be there.
Now, you gave some excellent advice. I mean, it was excellent. And no, seriously, I am not joking. And I want you to say this to everyone in Houston, everyone in the United States, and everyone around the world. You said, return the call.
Pick up the phone. If somebody calls you, they call you for a reason. Return the call. If you got a client and you're working with someone and they call you, call them back. Make sure that you get them. It's called communication. You may not have the answer that they ask for, but just tell them, I'll find out. And get with it. And do find out and get back with them. But if you don't call them back, they'll think you're not interested. You know, Chuck said earlier that there were several people that can do business with. But what happens is he calls them up and they never get back to him. He's got plenty of business that he can handle out. But if you don't get back to him, you're not going to make any money. And that's why you're in business. That's why you're in business, right?
I mean, a lot of people don't know that.
Business is based on communication. Business is based on relationship. If you don't create a relationship, you're not going to be in business long, or you're not going to do long. So if you want to do a business, talk to somebody that allows you, get a mentor. They can help. Don't do it all by yourself, because it's all about teamwork.
So how did you make it at this level in 20 years?
God.
Yes, that's the truth.
I've been good. It's been good. We've been really, really blessed. I've also got a good team with me, and that's the other thing, that I've got team. But basically what it comes down to is I give them ownership. They own what they do. That is their job, and they have completeness about it. I step back. If they make a mistake, they make a mistake, but they correct it. The thing about with Chuck's crew is that if we make a mistake, we call about them and tell them about it. We call them ahead of time, tell them we made a mistake, and we've got the result now on how to resolve it. So they don't go along and
discover the mistake.
Right, we got the mistake handled before they discover it.
I'm sorry, I'm moaning. But no, really, those are return the call and handle the mistake before your client calls you.
That's right. Be proactive. Just step out to it and admit it. That's your job. You know, everybody makes a mistake, but communicate it. It's called communication. If you don't communicate. Now, if you make an agreement and you can't keep the agreement, call up and find out and say, okay, I can't keep this agreement. Can we agree on something else? Then do that. But don't just let it settle and not answer. That's what creates problems.
But you know what? You have, Mr. Grisby, a good name, because those kinds of principles will keep you with a good name.
Well, I guess that's true, because the thing about it is morality is what you do, and what you like to do, and what you want to do is keep the relationship alive and well. Because if you don't keep the relationship alive and well, it'll just die on the, it's die on the vine.
Welcome to Choices with Jeanette. I'm Jeanette Harris, and thank you all so much for watching Choices with Jeanette. I'm here with Constance Jones at HMSDC. You wear a lot of hats.
Yes, I do. Keep me busy at HMSDC.
Constance, we're getting ready for Expo 2015, but it's early in the year. Why are we starting so early?
It's important that people actually prepare for Expo. Expo is Texas' largest minority business trade fair, and it's a great opportunity for corporations to meet minority business owners, and minority businesses need to be prepared to capture the opportunity.
You also work with membership as well. So if someone wanted to become a member of HMSDC, what do they need to do, and what does being a member really mean?
So yes, we are the leading certification entity for minority business owners. And so if you're interested in doing business with major corporations, facilitating relationships, looking for business opportunities, educational opportunities, or development in finance, then you would need to be certified with HMSDC.
And explain to them what certified means.
Certification is a detailed process that says you're at least 51% owned, managed, and controlled by an ethnic minority who's a U.S. citizen.
What kind of services does HMSDC provide? And so we can make sure people understand that.
HMSDC is really about facilitating relationships and helping minority businesses grow. So we have programs that focus on putting you on a path so that corporations will be attracted to you. We have financial opportunities where we actually provide working capital for certified minority businesses. And we have relationship building opportunities like our matchmakers, where corporations will actually come in and meet with our MBEs to talk about upcoming opportunities.
What kind of businesses can be a part of HMSDC and benefit?
And you know, that's the exciting thing about the council is that we have all types of businesses. So anywhere from janitorial service to catering to security firms to professional services firms, IT vendors. So it's really any type of business across the gamut that's really interested in doing business with major corporations.
If you had to give some words of encouragement, what would you say to someone out there who may have a business, may have been in business 10 years, but never thought about being a member? It's not too late.
Yeah, it is definitely not too late. And the first thing I would say is congratulations. Being an entrepreneur is very difficult. It's easy to go into a job and get paid every day to do a particular thing. But being an entrepreneur means you have to do a lot of things and cover the gamut. And so that's something that's very difficult, and especially in changing times, prices in oil and gas, never knowing what's what and where everything is coming from. So we really do encourage firms to come to the council so that we can assist them in their business development endeavors.
Who do they need to contact?
They can contact the council office at 713-271-7805, and we would put them on the right path.
Thank you, Constance. I'm here with Ruby Reynolds. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I met you many, many years ago, so you still are working with HMSDC.
Yes, I am. It's been a rewarding relationship and looking forward to continuing to work with them many more years to come.
So you're one of the co-chairs for Expo 2015.
Yes, I co-chair Expo 2015. It's a committee that's putting together the largest trade show in the state of Texas.
The largest in the state of Texas. How do we fare in the United States?
We fare very well. Actually, we set the bar for other councils nationwide. We actually set the standard for other councils.
Wow. So that means that when you start looking at the other councils, are they as active as the one in Houston?
I'm a little biased. I think the Houston Minority Business Council is one of the most active councils. We actually mentor and assist other councils to help them with other initiatives and programs that they put on. So we really are setting that example and trend.
So the theme for Expo 2015 is to evolve, expand, and exceed. What does that mean?
It means a lot, and I would encourage business owners to register for Expo 2015. If you're looking to grow and expand your business, this will be that tool and that resource that you will need in order to be successful.
Who do you expect to be there?
We expect major corporations along with our MBEs to be there, not only just the members of the council, but we open it to all business owners. Please contact the council. Please get involved. This is a first-class event, and you will not regret your opportunity to participate. We're talking about Lockheed Martin, IBM, CenterPoint Energy, ExxonMobil, just to name a few.
If I'm an entrepreneur or an MBE and I want to come, what does it mean to me to be able to reach that many corporations at one time?
It actually means that you've pretty much hit the jackpot. You have the opportunity to talk to many companies that would take you years to actually get to their front door. But the council has brought these decision makers to Expo to meet qualified and quality minority business enterprises.
So I want you to give some words of encouragement to some of the businesses that may benefit from Expo 2015.
Absolutely. You know, we know that just as no man is an island, no company is an island. We all need that additional resource to help us grow and expand our business. If you're serious about your business and wanting to go further, expand your growth, expand your footprint, get involved. This is a first-class organization. Not only am I a co-chair, but I represent a company that has benefited from the resources, the events, everything that the council has put into place, also the education that it provides. So let's get involved, Expo 2015.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm here with Tony Samper. How are you?
Great, doing great today, Jeanette.
Now, you're in the air conditioning business.
Yes, we are. The company I work for is American Services, and we do air conditioning, electrical, lightning protection, and we do two things. We take care of your house as a residential business and we do also the commercial work.
How did you get there?
Not by choice, by chance. I used to work for a division of Pepsi, and Pepsi in their wisdom sold that division. I found myself without work, and I had no choice but to start my own business, and I am so glad that I did.
You started your own business. How did you get hooked up with HMSDC?
Well, we all have mentors in this life, and somebody told me about this organization that helped small minority businesses grow through contacts with the membership and through contacts with our corporate members. And I joined the Expo committee. I found that I had a network of supporters that were helping me grow my business, and that was over 20 years ago, and here I am today.
How long did it take you to understand exactly what was going on? I know initially it's like trying to find your way around through a maze.
Oh, absolutely. The first year, I did not know which way I should pursue the business. I could not focus on any one single item. The second year, I really knew where the pitfalls were and where the opportunities were, and I started focusing more and more on that. It really took us about 5 years to understand the marketplace, to understand where we would fit in the marketplace and where the opportunities were coming from, always keeping in mind that we had to be profitable.
You're co-chair of Expo 2015, and we're starting so early because we want people to be prepared.
Oh, absolutely. Ruby Reynolds, my co-chair, and myself, we chair Expo, which is the largest show of its kind in the West. And we want all of the small businesses that are minority-owned and minority-controlled to take advantage of the opportunity to meet with over 200 of the major corporations in Houston, their buyers, their decision makers. The show has grown so much that we divided in two parts. In the mornings, we have the buyers of services to meet with the suppliers of services. And in the afternoon, after the luncheon, we bring in the buyers of the products to meet again with the sellers of the products.
It's the place to be, but you want to be prepared, and if you want to join HMSDC.
Well, the opportunities are here. We have over 1,000 minority-owned businesses, and we can trade with each other. We have over 200 major corporations that are looking to do business with us. So the first thing I would say is come to HMSDC, look at the application, see if this organization is right for you, and complete the paperwork, and then you become a certified MBE, and the doors of opportunity with the major corporations as well as with our over 1,000 members are open to you.
We want people to evolve, expand, and exceed.
Oh, absolutely. Those three, yes. Evolve from where you were yesterday to where you are today and where you will be tomorrow. Expand your capacity, expand the network of relationships that you have, and expand your customer base and grow.
Well, thank you so much. My last question is, can someone succeed in this economy?
I don't think that the economy has anything to do with the capacity, the fire in the belly, the passion that a small business has. We always look under the rocks for the opportunities. If I wait for the economy to change, whether it's improving or declining, I'm out of the ballpark. I need to be in the game, and I make my own game.
Did you hear that? He said he makes his own game, and I know you do too.
Absolutely. The opportunities are there. It just depends on how much are you willing to look for those opportunities and meet the needs of the marketplace, and you will grow.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure being with you today. And while I'm here, I'd like to say one other thing. This beautiful piece of art that we have behind us, it's on loan from an incredible, incredible artist, Donovan Casanave. And it used to be in a hotel, and they commissioned him to make a bigger one. So we are very, very proud to have this piece here. And by the way, he is also the diversity coordinator for Shell Oil.
And we like him a lot.
We sure do, because he opens doors for us and he puts us in touch with the right buyer so that we can present our products and our services and grow.
Thank you. I'm here with Angela Freeman with HMSDC, and she is so well loved. And the reason she's so well loved is because she knows about all the contracts.
And I try my best to know what's going on in Houston and opportunities for our minority-owned businesses. One of my responsibility is facilitating the relationships. As you know, HMSDC, we don't issue the contracts, but we issue the contacts, which are very important. Building relationships with companies that you're interested in doing business with to be able to demonstrate your expertise is key.
How are we doing in 2015, and how do you see us doing in comparison to 2014?
2015 is kind of shaky, as you know, with the oil and gas industry, with the gas prices. And of course, we're the headquarters for this industry. So our corporations are hurting a little bit. Our MBEs who are working with that particular industry may be hurting just a little. But this is also the time when small and minority-owned businesses thrive. With the construction going on at this time, we're assuming that our contractors are really busy with the bonds that are out there. The new construction is going on downtown, the development of downtown. Some projects have been put on hold, and that have affected some minority businesses, but what's most important is maintaining those relationships during this time. It will change. 2014, when we was coming out of the recession, you know, Houston came out of the recession later than anyone else in the nation, so there was a lot of business going on. Our MBEs seemed to be thriving through that time, and just within the last 6 months with the gas prices, that just kind of have people stepping back a little bit. But I believe that this is the time to continue your relationship building. I believe that this is going to change soon, and when it changes, it's going to change fast, and you have to be ready. So you can't just sit back on your laurels at this time, you know, wondering how long we're going to be in this situation. It's time for preparation and readiness. So when the time changes, you're ready to perform.
HMSDC is a nonprofit organization that does assist small businesses in getting ready to do business with large corporations. So there are things like what?
As I mentioned before, there are things like building those relationships before you know about the contract. You don't wait till you hear about a contract before you start approaching a company and demonstrating your expertise and your innovation. It's good to do research, to be ahead of the game. One thing that we try to do at HMSDC is know what's going on in the industry ahead of time, understanding the trends. Understanding the trends will let you know where the business opportunities come from. Our responsibility is to provide you with resources and information to prepare yourself. Being prepared is very important. You do not wait till you hear about a contract. You do your homework before the contract hits the street. So that way you're educated about the company, their processes, you have relationships internally, they know who you are. So when that contract gets ready to hit the street, you have an opportunity to bid on that contract. Now, of course, you're bidding against your competitors. What would make you different? If your relationships are strong, of course, the competitive pricing, but pricing may not even be an issue if you have the right solution and they like you. So we tell MBEs all the time, the networking events that we host are very important. It's more than just having a good chicken dinner. It's about talking to the right people. Our networking events are all about business. Our luncheons, if you just noticed, it's about mingling with the right people. So at our the tables for the luncheon, you mix with corporation and MBEs. Not only should you focus on the large companies for business, but every individual in there is a business owner. Everybody's doing business. So you can do business with the large as well as with the small. Also meeting people to build relationships for strategic alliances. If you listen to the panel today, they talked about growing their business by working with each other. MBEs teaming together to have the capacity to meet the needs of the larger corporations, which is what is being pushed at this time due to the downtime of the oil and gas prices, the changes, the layoff. So contracts are being cut back and bundled. They're being very frugal with their spend, and of course, suppliers are the first ones to be hit. So how do you overcome that? Once again, your innovation, your pricing, your relationship, showing that you are a value partner to your client.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you. We appreciate you as well. We appreciate all of our MBEs and our corporations. Without you all, we would not be here. So we appreciate the support that we have from you all as well.
Well, thanks for joining us on Choices with Jeanette.